Hello, everyone. Here's an update from us. Let your will be done. We pray in the Lord's Prayer. Um, Maybe sometimes we don't always know what that exactly looks like or what that will be um, as we seek the Lord's will. Um, but hopefully, somewhere we know that that is the best thing that can happen. For us, all the way since January December when anything closed again, I think it was just so long, and even with the reopening of some things, church and other things, uh, maybe we had expected things to be better or more joyful, but that's not exactly what we've experienced. We experienced a lot more fatigue. I was extremely tired, actually so tired. One time I called and sick on a Monday because I was just so tired. And the same thing with making decisions all the time. When the rules change all the time, it has an effect on how we can do church and how we can do other church service and how we can reach out to people. So it's been a bombardment of having to make decisions with no real sense of knowing what's wise decision because we don't know what happens in the future. And so it's been some hard months, difficult time where I felt I should be more joyful and more encouraged, but was experiencing the opposite. We had seen many opportunities and we got to share the gospel a lot, and we've seen more people come to our services, but I wasn't feeling different or more joyful. And so it was kind of a strange situation to be with. And yeah, so that's kind of how some of the time has gone. Yeah, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I think a year and a half of dealing with all of COVID has just finally caught up with us, and I think that's also maybe why we've both been just really tired and fatigued, and yeah, and it's been, despite the fact that there are lots of good things going on around us, it's been difficult to see that, um, and I've also been experiencing just a, some difficulties just emotionally, and I think just grieving different things from the whole year, and just I think a year of just trying to like hold it together for everyone, like our kid, like just the different times the kids had to be in isolation and trying to stay positive, and trying to also just encourage Christian and all the decisions, all the guidelines and things like that. I think for me, it also just caught up to me, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And so I ended up in a not such great place, but I am thankful for that I have a good counselor that I can talk to, and I'm really thankful that the Lord also seemed that I've also experienced a sense of freedom from some things that I've struggled with for a very long time, by being able to talk to a friend who also struggled with some of those things, and just knowing that I've just experienced also that there's freedom when we bring the things that are in the dark out into the light. And so I'm very thankful for that. And I think that could also be why we've also been experiencing some of these things, because I think there's been a great also like spiritual attack on our family and on our minds and on our emotions. And I think, and it's kind of kept us, I think, down for a few weeks. But the weather has also not been great here. It's been like a whole month of rain and gray weather, and now we're experiencing warmer days. The sun is shining almost every other day, and so I think at the same time, it's kind of a good picture of seeing where I think God is bringing us now, where He's enabling us to see that the good things again, and that the very good things that are happening in our church as well. Our kids' church is growing. We have also been meeting with a young Indian woman who does not know Jesus yet, but she's really is reading her Bible, and we've had great conversations with her. And so she's on a really exciting journey of getting to know Jesus. Tomorrow, the Moms in Prayer, we're going to have the most moms meet together that we've been in a long time. And so, so there's also very many good things happening now, but for whatever reason, we were in that spot, and I think a lot of other people are also experiencing those kinds of things right now too. So I don't think that we're alone, but we are hopeful that just that as we keep putting and entrusting ourselves to the Lord, that He also, even for myself, I've just been experiencing Him in the dark times with me. And that is also something that's been a very powerful experience for me. Just experiencing God, even when we are low or when we are down, that He's not left us or forsaken us, but that He's in those things with us. And so I'm very thankful to God for showing me more of Himself in those ways, maybe not in a way I thought was so fun in the moments, but that He is so faithful to show up, and that He's there for us, and He just wants us to come to Him.
Yeah, so in this time, we still had opportunities to share. So one morning there was a guy delivering boxes, and so I was just talking to him, and he was a Christian from Uganda, and so he was like, "Oh, would you have things?" And it was right across from where we live, so I was, "Yeah, you're welcome to come." So, so some weeks after, he's been coming ever since. So he's good. He's great in prayer. You can actually pray for his family. And then another guy through the food bank came back, and he was very excited when the food bank opened again, and we talked and had good conversations about Jesus, and he's also now coming to our church, so that's a huge blessing as well. God is doing many things, and you can pray for also the church and church leadership, because the other people in the leadership seems to have been in some of the same kind of situations. Also pray for the lady that's also our kids' church. A lot of overwhelmness of it growing very, very much, and then also how to handle everything in this new building with the restrictions and everything. So pray for protection and for creativity and the Lord's leading in those things as well. There's much more to say, and maybe we'll write some more things in the text, but we wanted to give you an update, and thank you so much, all of you who are supporting us and praying for us, and you don't stop doing that. It's a huge blessing, and so we want to thank you. Please do keep us in prayer, also our kids and other things. The situation here is still, more and more things are opening, but we didn't say that. We're not coming to the US this summer. Boom. Because we can't really travel with the restrictions that are right now. So we had to make that decision also last week, which was not an easy decision. That's also part of all of us having to make decisions about those things. And what you can pray for our summer, what we're gonna do summer. There's a big puzzle to figure out how to just cover the shifts at my cleaning job with people. So you can pray for that. Pray for our family this summer.
I think if we would really pray that Christian will be able to find someone to clean for him this week, because the guy who usually cleans for him is going to be gone the whole month, and so and Christian really
many months. I don't really know.
And Christian really needs a break, and so if you will just please pray that we can get that to work out, and and also just that we will be. If the Lord wills, that we will be able to also visit in the U.S. in October. And so if you will just pray for those things for us. And also just there's a lot of families that are in our same position that can't visit their families this summer. And so that the Lord might use our own struggles and just that we will be able to relate to them also. And so just that the Lord might use this summer in also amazing ways to talk to people and to encourage others as well.
Yeah, and just one more note. Kylene was we were gifted 10 counseling sessions from one of the supporting churches. If you want to support that, you can just click and donate to support. Kylene will continue meeting with her about once a month. So if that's something you want to support, we would appreciate and thank you for that as well. May the Lord bless you guys. I know maybe this was a little more down than you were hoping, but we hope that you can see even when we're down that God's still working. So pray for wisdom and pray for the joy of the Lord to continue to grow in us as it is hopefully is with you. So thank you again. May God bless you all.